Hey, greetings there, YouTube. Hello, how goes it? It is Eliot, and in case you're wondering, my cat is wandering through the clothes on the floor over there. Welcome to Season 5 of Eliot's vlog, and welcome to the first day of summer. And in case you didn't see it, it's Season 5. There you go. So how's everybody doing? I mean, did you have a good time off? I sure did. This is summer. It's the time where you're supposed to go outside and be on vacation and have fun, and the summer and the heat, of course, returns, and you wear shorts and bathing suits and whatnot. So, good time of the year. I, of course, went on vacation. I went to Walt Disney World in Florida with my girlfriend, and I actually, pardon me, I had a little itch. I actually had a really good time. This was actually the first time that I went as a guest, because I've actually worked for Walt Disney World before, and this is actually the first time that I went with somebody else other than somebody from my family. So two really good experiences. I highly recommend that you get the chance and go there at least once. We went June 3rd through the 9th. I think that sounds about right. Yeah, because we left on a Tuesday and came back on a Sunday. And it was pretty good. Made some dining reservations, ate at some really good restaurants. I paid for the big meals, and my girlfriend and I split them up for the smaller meals. She paid for her portion of the room and tickets, and I paid for my portion of the room and tickets. And I dropped about $800 for the room and my portion of the tickets, which was actually not bad for a week if you think about it. We didn't get the park hopper option. We really didn't need it. We went to each park and we spent a day in the parks, and some of them we only spent a half a day because it got so damn hot out there because it's Florida. But we stayed at Port Orleans French Quarter, which I actually highly recommend because that's one of the few resorts that's not themed like Disney. You know, you don't have Mickey Mouse everywhere. You're in this resort that has a New Orleans feel to it, and there's a bunch of like old mansions that they have themed. There's a waterway that connects you to the downtown Disney area, so you can actually take the boat from Port Orleans to downtown Disney, and then you could also take the buses from your resort to the different theme parks. And we were close to the Magic Kingdom, so that actually was pretty cool. Only complaint I have about the buses is they make this really loud, annoying, high-pitched sound when I guess they have to lower the trucks to let guests with disabilities on board with wheelchairs and whatnot. And yeah, it makes this loud, high-pitched noise warning you that it's in motion, and it was almost ear-piercing. So Disney, I understand you have to do it for safety reasons, but you may want to think about toning that down just a little bit. That was the most annoying sound there. But the other cool thing was the My Magic Plus, or whatever they're calling it now. You could use a phone app. I'll see if I can't find it here. Hang on a second. There we go. See if I can find it. There it is. I have it on my phone, and I almost just dropped my phone. So here it is. That's Walt Disney World. This is really cool because you can actually zoom in. I won't do it here. Oh, yeah, we won't do that shot there. Hang on a second. Hard to do with two hands. I'm gonna put it there for a second. Pardon me. There we go. Haha, you're on my couch. So you get to zoom in there, and then that's the Magic Kingdom. So say you want to be at the Magic Kingdom, you can zoom in, and it shows everything in the Magic Kingdom, which is really cool. Now also, if you tap on this portion here, it goes to the menu, and it's got My Plans, Fast Pass Plus, dining tickets, all kinds of stuff. You can make dining reservations on here and not have to talk to anybody. I actually talked to somebody to to make reservations. So that was I like talking to people, as you can tell. That's why I do these vlogs. But it's really cool. And then you get these they call them magic wristbands, and I don't know if you can see it, but mine's green and it's got Mickey on here. And I also bought these little things that you could put, give it some bling. You could theme it this way, and of course it was Star Wars themed. So there's Yoda, R2, and that says Rebel Alliance on it. So, but this is everything. This, while you're there, is your tickets, your room key, your fast passes, and your charge card if you actually put it to your room where you're staying. So if you lose this, you're pretty much screwed. So that was really cool. I mean, all we had to do was scan it up against this thing, and it chimed, and it was ready to go. So, and you get to keep this as a souvenir. I don't know if you actually get to use this again if you go back. That would be good to know, or if they send you a new one. I don't know. But it knew who I was, and it knew who my girlfriend was, because there are some kiosks at the park that you can see when you scanned it in and checked in, and it had our names on it. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. The only thing that I do see about that is if you don't use the My Fast Pass Plus or whatever it's called, and you get there, the Fast Passes are pretty much all gone by the time you get there on the day. So if you have the option to use this app, plan ahead and make fast passes and get them before you get there, because you could be waiting in 90 minutes or 90 minutes plus for rides. Rode the Seven Dwarf Mine Coaster, really cool. Really short, but really cool. I was going to show you videos about transportation and whatnot there, but it was super easy to get around, so I didn't bother. The only thing that I showed here was they call it themselves the Disney or the Magic Kingdom Symphonic Band. So I did a little clip from that concert there, and that's really all that I'll post from there. Went to Star Wars Weekends on the Saturday. That was the last thing that we did. Mark Hamill was there from Star Wars, and didn't get to see him because there were twice as many people in the park that would have been there on a normal day. Plus, it was super duper hot. I mean, it felt like it was 100 degrees outside, and it was hard. It was hard walking around there, and I got a bad case of heat exhaustion. So drink lots of water, especially when you're in there at the summertime. I didn't especially like Star Wars Weekends this time around. I've been to other ones. I've got some posters here, and I got the Star Wars Weekends poster for this year, but they didn't have the Star Wars hoopla that they normally have with the dance-off. They didn't have that. They only had like 2 stormtroopers that would walk around, and they used the sorcerer's hat as the stage area for that. So that was kind of eh. And I saw a behind-the-scene look at the new animated series that's coming out, the Star Wars Rebels, which actually looks pretty cool. Animation is a little weird, but the storyline sounds interesting. So that's coming out in the fall. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of the Star Wars Weekends this year around. Really disappointed by that. And that's, I mean, other than that, the restaurants that we went to were really nice. Most of the cast members there were very helpful. I remember I said I used to work there. When I worked there, you were not allowed to have facial hair. And to me, when I got there, that was actually a big shock to see cast members with facial hair. Not only a mustache, but there are some people who had a full-blown beard on. And my girlfriend was like, "What's wrong with that?" And I'm like, well, I mean, to me, part of the reason why you weren't allowed to have a beard when I worked there was that's because it made you look clean and professional. But when you go there and you see these people with the beards and they're in costume and whatnot, in the different themed lands, it kind of takes away from the cleanliness. So Disney, I'm not sure that's a good idea, but what do I know? I'm just a paying guest, but who knows. And I used to work at the safari ride. I was a safari driver. Very sad to see that they took Little Red and Big Red away. Also, no more Warden Wilson Batua or Mrs. Jobson. That whole storyline is gone, so you just have the cast member talking throughout the whole safari ride, which I think they probably will trim down. Yeah, and Downtown Disney, everything that I used to like at Downtown Disney is gone. The waterfront area is completely destroyed, and they're remodeling, I know, but right now it's like Adventurers Club, everything else is, I was like, that was really sad to see. So, would I go back? I would probably go back in a couple years when all the expansion stuff is done, but I wouldn't go back right away. I had a good time with my girlfriend, and I liked being at the park, but I think I've had my fill. It was really cool to see Captain EO again, too. That was that was fun watching Michael Jackson dance around and do all that stuff, too. And the Electrical Light Parade. I'm from California originally, so it was kind of strange seeing the Electrical Light Parade at the Magic Kingdom here or there in Florida, but it was the same parade, so it was kind of nice to see that again. But yeah, so if you have any questions, please write them down below there. And let's see what else. I will have, of course, more stuff coming for my vlog. I've got a couple more models from Starships.com from Eagle Moss collectibles, so I've got 2 of those, and I'll be posting those soon. I kind of took an extra week off, but this is the first day of summer, so I figured, start the new season fresh and ready to go. So if you have any questions about Walt Disney World, or if you had some good times at Walt Disney World, let me know. If you remember me, I used to work there. I was a safari driver at the Animal Kingdom in 2002. Then I transferred to the Wilderness Lodge shortly about 2 years after that. I left and came back and was a front desk host at the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, so I've been around. So thank you very much for tuning in. Please subscribe if you do like what you see, and we will see you for more of Eliot's vlog and Season 5. Alright, see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.